Good afternoon, children. How are you all? Hope you all fine and safe. I am Mrs. Rani, your science teacher. Is everyone using hand washing techniques? Are you insisting your family members also to follow? Yes, very good, children. Don't forget your cleanliness and hygiene only will give you the clean surrounding, as well as you also will be safe from the germs, isn't it? Yes. Same way, eat all healthy food items. Try to avoid snacks or the oily fried items, okay, all packed items. Try to avoid those things which is not going to have any energy, or you're not going to get any health benefits from that, isn't it? So what we have to do is, see, always eat fruits, vegetables, okay, lot of water, okay, drink plenty of water, children, so that nowadays how hot it is, isn't it? So we should make ourselves hydrated, isn't it? So if you are drinking lot of water, you feel so fresh and energetic. And take bath regularly, hand wash often, okay, keep social distancing, and don't forget to play. Don't waste your time most of the time sitting in the front of TV, watching mobiles, watching all using games, all those things. Please avoid those things. Just concentrate on your studies as well as help your parents. Play nicely, children. These are the healthy things which will make you more strong. Okay? Yes, very good. Last 3 sessions we have started the first lesson, my body. Okay, my body lesson. First 2 sessions we have learned about the content, isn't it? From last class I started giving the notes, isn't it? All started written, or all started writing the notes, children? I hope everyone has completed writing and your notes are ready, isn't it? So now we are going to continue the notes only. I have given the third Roman letter and fourth Roman letter, isn't it? So now in this video we are going to see about the fifth Roman letter. Okay, in the fifth Roman letter, we have answered the following. See, we had a fourth Roman letter, we had answer in few words was there. It was like a points. Okay, I have written like a points, so bulletin points I have used. Small point was there. Here, answer the following. Okay, we are moving to this. First question, when do we wash our hands? Okay, see, when we will be washing our hands, you tell me. Yes, when we'll be washing our hands, when we feel hands are dirty or hands should be cleaned, isn't it? First and before thing always is before and after eating. This we used to do regularly, okay? Everyone follow this. Some children, they'll be washing after eating but not before eating. That's not right, right? Okay. Always wash your hands before and after eating. Before eating also, your hands should be clean. It doesn't mean only the meal. Okay, that is lunch or breakfast or dinner. Okay, when you're using your hand and eating, whatever it is, a snack or your fruits, okay, whatever it is, when you are picking it in your hands, please check whether your hands are clean. Okay, so before and after eating, first point. Next is after playing outside. When you are playing, now this is not possible going outside. Now don't ask that miss, can I go and play in the streets? Okay, it's not possible. But you are playing, isn't it? Playing in your terrace or in your veranda or any other place near to your house itself or inside the house itself. When you are playing, definitely you will have a lot of sweat and you'll have you could have touched many places. Your hands will be dirty. As I told you, hands are like a window to our body. See, think our body is like a house, okay? Our body is like a house, okay? How the germs or any diseases will get into that, we have a shortcuts, isn't it? The disease will have a shortcuts, or disease will spread into our body in the house. How the thieves will enter in the house, like that. It will have a very easy things, like a window. If you break the window, we can get inside the house, isn't it? Like that, in your hands, you have the tips. We have drawn the germy hand. You remember, children? Germy hand, we have lot of joints here, foldings here, isn't it? And you have when you are having all these fold joints and all, if the germs are there, when you are eating, what happens? The nail tip, okay, inside the nail or what whatever the place, it will easily get inside your body. It will go inside. See, through when you are after playing outside and you are coming, you are not cleaned yourself, when you are not taken bath or not washed properly, what happens? It will go inside through the mouth. With the help of this hands, through the mouth, it will go inside your body. Yes or no? So that's why the hand washing is so important. That's why even in the COVID-19 also they are insisting again and again for the hand washing. Hand is like a window to our body. Okay, so easily through the hand and this foldings or this joints or even in the nail corners, okay, all these places the germs can get inside our body. So these are two important time we have to wash our hands. Next, what will you do when somebody who are not in your safe circle touches you? See, safe circle, I have taught you that what is safe circle and who are the safe circle members, isn't it? Whomever you trust, whomever will help you, whomever will be it will be safe, you feel they are very safe for you, those people only come under safe circle, isn't it? So in this question what they are asking is, if somebody who's not in your safe circle, who are not in your safe circle, so the member who is not in your safe circle touches you, if it is not safe itself, if they are touching, it means that it harms, isn't it? They are giving some hurt to you, isn't it? It hurts, isn't it? So answer is, when somebody who is not in my safe circle, that is when I am having anyone which the person who is not in my safe circle touches me, okay, I will, okay, I have taught you 3 rules, isn't it, children? First rule, what is first rule? You should shout, scream, stop in a loud noise, isn't it? Next, you should run away from the place, isn't it? Second point is, you should run away, rule number 2 is. And finally, you should inform to the elder, your whomever in your safe circle, who's in your safe circle, you have to inform until you are getting the help. So the same thing I have written as a points. First one, scream. What is screaming, children? Shouting in a loud noise, okay? Scream, stop in loud noise. Then run away from the place, okay? You should come out of the place. You should not try to fight or try to do some other stunts and all. No, I have explained this many times, okay? You should come out of the place. Finally, I will inform my safe circle member. Safe circle member, who are the safe circle member for you? Last weekly test also you have written the test, isn't it? Yes? Okay, the members who are all you feel they are safe for you, those are called safe circle members, okay? Father, mother, grandparent or your teacher, whomever, no? You have to inform them until you get the help. Okay, children? This is the second question. Okay, we are moving to the third one. How can we protect our skin? It's a very important question, isn't it? Okay, the answer is, we can protect our skin by following ways. Protecting means what? You are safeguarding, okay? That is, you are making your skin very soft, smooth, whatever it is, you are maintaining, no, isn't it? You feel, no, your skin should be very good, okay? You look good, isn't it? That is only protecting, okay? So what are the points are here? Always use a mild soap. You should not buy a soap which by seeing the advertisements, okay? Never check on to the advertisement that by seeing the advertisement, the color or the person who's telling about you the soap advertisement, like actors, or you feel any favorite person will be there. Not like that. You should choose your soap. It should have a mild in the nature, that is, it should not have any other strong chemicals in that, okay? The perfume or whatever it is, okay? So always use a mild soap. So this is only the first and correct thing what we have to start to protect our skin, okay? So always use a mild soap. Next, dry your skin by rubbing gently with a clean cloth. See, dry your skin after taking bath or you're washing your face and your skin, okay? Whenever you're doing, I have seen many of you, what you will do, just you will be rubbing. What is rubbing? you'll be putting your kerchief or your nail cloth, you'll be just to scratch like your skin. Don't do like that. Always you should rub your gently. That is what is gently. You have to just gently touch the skin with the clean cloth. Okay, maybe a towel or small handkerchief, whatever it is. When you are washing and after that you are making it dry the skin, you have to use clean cloth and you should rub it very gently. Okay, children? Yes. Next, finally, consult a doctor when you feel any itching, skin injury or infection. See, if many of you, what you used to do, if you have any skin infections or any problem, if anything is there, no, you will be doing some home remedies. Simply you will start doing applying that, or you never inform your parent correctly or never show to the concerned correct person. These are the wrong things. When you are consulting a doctor, we will get a correct help, isn't it? If it is a small simple issues, definitely the doctors or you can find out, okay, it won't spread it more. But when you are not consulting a doctor, if you have any skin injuries or infections, it will get a very severe reactions. Okay, children? So just 3 points. Okay, use a mild soap. Always remember with the one simple word or important word called keywords, isn't it? I used to always teach you that whenever you are learning science, you should, when you are seeing the lines, seeing 6 to 8 lines, now don't get afraid. It's all very easy. Just see that 3 points only there. In this question, only 3 points. That too small. The important words, the key words only you have to remember very well so that we can write it easily. Use a mild soap. Okay, that's the first one. Next, rubbing gently. Okay, you are making your dry skin now. That rubbing gently with a clean cloth. Rubbing gently, clean cloth. Okay, with a clean cloth. Consult a doctor. Okay, when you have a itching, skin injury or infection. Is it clear, children? Okay, we move on to the next question. How do we get intestinal worms? See, I taught you this in the first session itself. Intestinal worms will cause you anemia also, isn't it? How it will cause anemia? I explained to you, isn't it? What is anemia, children? Lack of blood count in your body. Lack of blood count from your body, the blood won't be sufficient. Okay, it won't be enough. Okay, so this intestinal worms, this will be inside your body. This will take all your blood, whatever you are eating. Your mummy will be giving lot of delicious food items, fruits. You will eat lot of good foods and you will be stored lot of blood in your body. This intestinal worms will take nicely those bloods and it will take nice food. It will grow nicely. And you won't get what you won't get. You won't get insufficient blood, isn't it? So this intestinal worms we have to get rid of from our body so that we will have a healthy life. Okay, so we get how we are getting this intestinal worms, only question in here. So we get intestinal worms by using unclean toilet. First issue is when you are using unclean toilets, you will get the intestinal worms. Next, open defecation. I have taught you this. Open defecation, very very important factor which we have to know to avoid, isn't it, children? And finally, polluted water. See, when you are using polluted water, the dirty water, unclean water, when you are using also, through the unclean water, the water will contain lot of germs in that already. So through you use the polluted water also, you may get the intestinal worms. So these are the ways you are getting the intestinal worms. First one, using unclean toilets, open defecation and polluted water. Okay, fifth question is, how do you help differently abled people? I taught you about the differently abled people, isn't it, children? In second session, differently abled people, we should treat them very normal and we should help them and we should not spoil their personal aids, isn't it? All those things we have studied, okay, in our lesson, isn't it, children? So same thing only. How do you help? How we can help this differently abled people? The people doing their regular activity, doing their routine in a different way. That is, if the person not having eyes, that is not able to see world, okay, not able to hear, or not able to walk with their own legs, like many difference. I have taught you about that, what are the differently able people kinds, isn't it? So these people, how we are going to help. Okay, simple act, that is, it doesn't mean that you need a biggest setup or biggest thing, or you have to spend a lot, nothing. Like a simple acts can be helpful to them. That is, when you are showing just a gesture. What is gesture, children? Action. When you are smile at them, okay, when you see them as a very normal person, okay, like that itself a biggest help or biggest support what we can give to the people, isn't it? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, I will see some of you helps here. Okay, making way for them if they are walking, or if you are struggling to go to some place or near the shop, or we are somewhere near that. If the place not having a clear way, or they are in the middle of the way, there is such as, or whatever the obstacles there, you can make those things clear. Okay, just you can make those places clear and help them to make the way for them. That is, they can walk easily, or they can just go from their place easily, like that. Okay, opening doors for the disabled people. See, opening doors when they are finding difficult to open the door or closing the door, whatever it is. Okay, when you are doing it, it will be very good help, isn't it? Apart from this too, or apart from many things, as I told you, a simple gesture, simple action like a smiling, okay, just looking at to them as a very normal person, isn't it? That is what here. Treat them as normal people. When you're treating them as a normal people, definitely they feel so helpful and they will be very, very happy. Okay, so this is a very, very important point. Okay, children, so these are the 3 points here. Okay, with this fifth question, okay, 5 questions, we have completed this Roman letter. After this Roman letter, we have a detailed answer, but I don't want to dump too much to you so that you feel very difficult. Okay, 5 questions I have given, and now we are going to pass on to the diagram. Okay, a simple diagrams only. So you can complete this 5 questions and simple diagram, okay, by this session, and next session we'll continue with the detailed answer. Okay, children, detailed answer is there. I don't want to give you too much of notes, so I am stopping with this note. Okay, children. So after writing that answer the followings, you just continue writing Roman letter 6, no issues. Actually, Roman letter 6, you will be asking detailed answer only has to come. Yes, of course. But detailed answer next session we'll see. Okay. Here I have given diagram, only draw any 2 sense organs. Okay, I have drawn eye and a nose. Okay, one eye and a nose. Okay. Here whenever you are drawing the science diagram, children, I am telling you, this is the simple and first important thing to make this is outline. Always draw outline. Okay, draw outline. Make the place very clear to draw. Okay, see, these are the diagrams we have completed drawing here, isn't it? So eye and nose we are going to do. Here when you are drawing a diagrams like this in a future, you will be going for a bigger class. There you will be writing the parts also, isn't it? Here also we can write. Okay, I'll send you the notes. I'll take the screenshot. Okay, I'll post this in the picture. Okay, by seeing that you can draw also. Okay, when we are writing the parts of this diagram, it should be in your right side of your note. Okay, always diagram should be in the left side, and right side the parts of the diagram should be there. So the space should be in the center, as well as you should have a place for writing the labeling the diagram. Okay, these are the very important aspect of the diagram. Okay, outline, having an outline, and labeling. Okay, writing the what diagram you are drawing. Okay, the heading and the labeling. Okay, children, with this I am completing this session. Okay, hope you all understood and it's very easy for you. Please copy this 5 questions neatly, and the diagram also can complete it clearly. Okay, in the next session we will continue the detailed answers. Okay, children, is it everyone understood, and is it easy for you? Okay, good. Okay, see you in the next class, children. Bye.